Hey everybody! Welcome to another episode of Trenny and C. I'm Trenny. This is C. This is B of W.
Sorry, what?
Bottle of whiskey.
Oh, okay. It's also Two Brewers Whiskey, release 33. Would you look at that?
Would you look at it? Release 33. This one's cool because this here is a single barrel. And it is bottled at, I believe, 58% or something like that.
58%.
58% alcohol, single barrel. Two Brewers always put out really interesting products. Every release is a new expression that will not be duplicated. So you basically have to go out right now, pause this video, go out, purchase this, and drink along with us.
Well, you even, I'll put the website here or something, because you pretty much, it's very limited how you can get this one, because this one is one of 308 bottles. By the time, because of you and your vacation plans,
it might be sold
we
out.
are a little bit late to produce this video, and yeah, it may already be sold out. So do not hesitate to check the website for this bad boy, because it is a gem, I'm assuming.
So, by the way, before you go out and get this bottle, go to our patreon.com/TrennyandC and sign up. We give away lots of free bottles, give away a lot of fun gifts and a lot of cool things, and we have special live streams, and you can be entered in so many draws. Just do it.
Stuff on stuff. Non-chill filtered, no added color, 58%, single cask, one of 308 bottles. This has it all.
It really does. And it's Canadian whiskey. Let's not forget to mention that.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's pop the top. It's always fun to pop the top on a unicorn because, you don't get any more limited than 308 bottles.
No.
That's about as low as it goes. Okay. There we go.
Perfect.
A little sucky pop, that one.
Yeah, the suck pop.
And a little pre-glug.
Nice color on this, too, with natural color.
Yeah.
Look at that. Really nice.
I can already smell the Two Brewers coming off of it.
So this one being a special
finish, right?
Finish.
It's on the back here.
It's the single cask, but it also it was aged in a peat cask for the the end of its life kind of thing. So
yeah, the fragrance I feel.
Oh man. Just don't even worry. Throw your nose in there.
Oh, hold on.
That's got some spice.
The first thing I got was the effervescent tingle.
Yeah, it's I think a fresh bottle pop of 58% alcohol. You get a bit of that alcohol.
It's got that. It's got the
Two Brewers signature.
The first thing I smelt when I popped the top, the first aroma that came to me was that Two Brewers kind of like banana kind of smell.
I'm almost getting like a chocolate banana. Like there's some cocoa up in there.
And right away, I don't necessarily take peat from it.
No, not really.
A cask with softly persistent peat influence, Two Brewers characteristics, malt, and distinct varied barrel character, a bursting potpourri of flavor highlights.
Yeah,
well, they're not wrong about that.
Well, it's definitely got a very rich kind of full nose. There's a lot going on. It's not like it's kind of like a pyramid of a nose. Like the first thing you get is I got chocolate, and then you kind of seem to be digging in, and it's like new things are coming out.
Well, if you get your nose in there and take a huge huff, what comes out is a slight menthol characteristic. It's got that kind of what do you call it? Like dried fruit richness to
it's
it,
like a fruit leather kind of thing.
Yeah,
but there's also I feel like there might be some brightness beneath that because like everything we've described so far is kind of like darker, richer, sort of woody things, but there might be a sparkle under there.
There's some spice notes too. But let's taste it and then come back to the nose and see if it's developed over a minute.
Do that. Ooh. There is a bit of peat on the flavor.
But you're right about the sparkle because it has that
Define sparkle.
Well, I can literally feel it tingling my back palate.
Totally. There's a potency to
There's
this
a
one.
heat.
Yeah.
There's a heat, but there's so much beyond that heat. It's like,
There's a lot going on in this one. Like
give me a minute.
it is, I think, up front quite woody almost. You know, like there's that single cask influence of whatever cask they chose. It's definitely a big component of this one. And obviously natural color and things like that.
There's a nice sweetness to it. I'll say that.
I get a little bit of a tobacco kind of menthol, like, you know, like those menthol cigarettes.
Right, for sure. But what I was going to say is that that Two Brewers house style is kind of buried in there a little bit.
Yeah, it's not as
prevalent.
Yeah, it's there. It's just interesting. This would be another one that you put in front of you, and I would honestly not know where it came from.
The fleshy parts of my lips are currently numb.
This 58% is a big 58.
Yeah.
Because I think the whole presentation with the oiliness of the viscosity and like all that kind of thing is really.
Well, that's a good point. We didn't really talk about like the mouthfeel beyond the tingles.
Yeah.
But you're right. There is like a nice like slippery 10W30.
Buttery.
Oh yeah, buttery. I mean.
Yeah, your lips are slick from.
It makes you want to yick your yips.
Yick your yips. It's yickin' good. But I think they've done it again. Honestly.
Oh, for sure.
Like Two Brewers never disappoints. It's always a different experience.
Oops, they have
exactly. They have a Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Like that house style we talk about, but every single one of them is doing something different with it.
Well, and that's the cool thing of how they kind of like cycle through the different like styles, like the classic, the the peated, the special finishes, so on and so forth. Is like they get kind of it keeps it interesting, right?
Sure,
like every
for sure.
release, every batch is something different. This is one though that like presumably if we don't drink it all, we are eventually going to dram club it out to people once we like have enough singular bottles to make a dram club. But I think by the time this one goes down a bit, it's going to keep developing. Like we are really in the first 5 minutes of a cask strength bottling.
Yeah.
It's already really good, but I think the thing about it is like you got it when it's casting, you got to get to know it. It's got to open up a little bit. Like,
and I'm going to also say this, and this is just to date this video a little bit. It is a bit of a heat wave currently going on right now, so it's very warm, and those sorts of things influence your flavor and smell, I think.
I had to wear my short sleeve plaid.
I know. I forgot to bring anything other than what I wore.
But certainly, this is already like super good.
I wouldn't go into this thinking being a peat head and thinking like I'm gonna get a big peat explosion. It's there. It's subtle.
It's kind of an afterthought though.
Yeah, but it's not like the prominent flavor. I'd say it almost has a little bit of that. I would go as far as saying like it has that slight aniseed thing that Shelter Point kind of has.
Yeah.
Slightly.
And that's probably because of the alcohol volume, right? Like, but they do call it like a cask with softly persistent peat influence. Like, they're not saying that this is a bomb.
No.
Like, it's only a touch.
Very, very good.
Just a touch. Anyway, this has been fun. Another banger from Two Brewers. I mean, that's just something we're just used to now.
Another banger from us, too.
Another banging video from Trenny and Sweet. Hey, click like, subscribe, leave a comment if you thought it was a banger.
Cheers.